Welcome to Future Hidden Movie Gems. My name is Jordan. Maybe he's got like the PTSDs. And then I got my co-host Nick.
I'm really sorry about this, sir. That was at the end of the movie when right before he killed the dad in the car.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
devastating. I really love that actor. He's great in Faults. I also like his appearance in Seven. He's the guy that's like, he made me wear it, and then he made me. He was also in Bone Collector. He was the guy that's like, they made me human.
And Stevens.
Is that his
He
name?
was really he was really good in this.
Oh yeah, I loved him as the dad. He- You're not gonna
Oh
date.
no, wait, you're talking about the dad. I thought you were talking about the main character.
Oh yeah, he's great. I always just know him as Matthew from Downton Abbey.
What is the dad's name? Let's see. Leland Orser is the dad. I forgot that
Leland Ors.
Joel David Moore, Craig was in there. I love that guy.
Oh yeah, I do. I like him too. He's so good in Dodgeball. I also like him in
Yeah.
he makes an appearance in the first and third Hatchet. He's really
But
funny in that. And I love Maika Monroe. Oh my gosh, dude. I
yeah.
love her so much. She's so good. In three other solid films that I love her in is It Follows.
Oh, I remember It Follows. You made me watch that. I don't remember. Wait, did you make me watch that? Who made me watch that?
Did I?
I can't remember. I just remember I wasn't crazy about it.
Maybe. And then Significant Other, Watcher. She's really good in those as well.
Remind me of It Follows again. Is that with the thing that just like walks slowly towards
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did we watch that one together? I can't remember.
No, but I did watch it.
Do you like it?
Mm.
I loved it. Oh my gosh. I think
I
she
have to
plays.
probably watch it again. I just remember I didn't like get through the whole thing, and I was watching. Maybe I was watching with a buddy because he told me about. It. He's like, you got to watch this movie, and he's like, it's crazy. It's about this person that just follows you, like, but they really slow. They only walk, but they never stop, and
Yeah.
they could be like anyone. Girl just walking towards
Yeah.
you, old lady, don't
Uh,
matter.
I love it. I think it's pretty creative and it's a fun horror movie. Okay, getting right into this. So Nick and I are total Adam Wingard heads. We don't love, I mean, I don't know, but I can't speak on your
I
behalf,
don't
but
love all of his movies,
yeah, I was gonna say the Godzilla
but the
ones.
ones I do love, I really love. Let's put
Y-
it that way.
yeah, I love Your Next and The Guest. And as you can see, both Ty and Cameron Bell. That's okay, because I'm just gonna gush about this. I love Adam Wingard, and we also just have to give a shout out to Simon Barrett. I feel like when they team up together, they make great original movies because Your Next and this movie are so good. But now they just make a lot of what's the word? Like Adam Wingard's doing all these like Godzilla movies, which
Hmm.
visually
Didn't
they're
even make through it.
they what?
I was so excited about
Godzilla.
Kong, Kong
Y-
and Zilla.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
And I remember I was on a plane, Delta flight, because I love Delta, go Delta. And it was like a 3 to 4 hour flight. I can't remember where I was going. I remember watching it 20 minutes in. This is that bad. This is how I just could not make through it. Because I was on a plane, but I was like, there are better things to do than watch this. I'm just gonna pass. I can't remember what I watched instead, but it was good.
Yeah, I finished it. Uh, I like his like 80s music, which he kind of has that theme running through most of his movies, kind of has that techno vibe, the
Well,
neon
I'm just gonna go
colors.
ahead and throw that out right now. It's one of my favorite things. So just get that, check that right off the list.
Oh, the music, of course. Yeah, because especially the
I
ending.
always comment his music in his movies.
Yes. I love his music choices. And Nick and I are probably the only two people on the planet that like his Death Note.
Yeah, I do like that.
I love Death Note. It's basically Final Destination. That's so
Well,
good.
that's because all the other people that watch Death Note are all the nerds that love the original anime stupid version. Because I'm not into anime, I can't get into it. Okay,
Yeah. Well, I love both versions,
now
but
nightmares.
I love both versions, but for different reasons. So getting back to this movie, You're Next.
The guest.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Sorry. My brain is on another planet right now. I'm not used to hosting. Usually Ty's hosting.
I was like, for a second there, I thought I watched the wrong movie.
Sorry. Okay,
I'm
so the
like looking
guest.
back at my text messages. What did he say?
No, 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 no. Sorry, the guest. Your next is good as well. But so re watching it for the first time, I loved it. And I did we watch it for the first time together, Nick, or I just showed you the first time?
I don't know if it was your first time watching it. Probably was like your sixth time watching it.
Probably.
I remember
But
watching it together though.
yeah, because I remember totally making you just absolutely love Adam's work because we watched this, Death Note, and Your Next, all three really great movies. So great triple feature. I mean, we didn't watch back to back, but they're really fun. And then rewatching it, I love it just as much, if not more. I was a little nervous rewatching again. I'm like, is it going to be as good as it was the first time? And it is. I love this movie so much. I think it's absolutely awesome. And especially once he goes to that house party, for whatever reason, I just get like really hooked into it. Probably because I like Micah Monroe's chemistry with, I always call him Matthew from Downton Abbey, which I know people are upset that he left Downton Abbey, but I'm really glad he did because now I get to have him in the guest. I love too that her experience with him in the car is like when they get home, she's like all giddy and excited, and she's gonna make him that CD, and then he's just like sitting there in the dark. Totally reminds me of like a moment from The Shining when they're just like sitting there staring off into nothing. Such a
Mhm.
great moment, and that
Mhm.
song comes on. Oh, it's perfect. So I love this movie. Nick, what was it like watching it for the first time and rewatching it for the pod?
Well, of course, I loved it the first time. But when you asked me to do this movie, I was like, well, maybe I'm so busy. Maybe I don't even have to watch it. Maybe I just remember and I just not to watch it again. But then I did watch it again, and I'm so glad I did because I didn't remember jack about it. Okay. Watch. Maybe I'll just watch the trailer and then read some stuff. But I did love it even more the second time. I'm guessing. You know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I loved it the first time for sure. But it is a good movie. I'm watching it right now. It's in the background. It's no sound. It's playing. Start it over. I typically do this when I'm on pods with you. I typically just have the movie playing or whatever
Playing in
I'm
the
doing.
background.
Yes.
All right, Nick, then get into your two favorite things. I know we
I
are kind
already
of,
said one of
I
them. Remember,
know,
we checked it off. I got it. Mine music. Well, I can't remember what I was thinking about for the second thing I really loved,
I know
but
we talked about
there's
his
a lot of things
endings.
that I really
What?
loved. Well, yes, his ending is great. I think I replayed it like 4 times, especially when he just puts that thumbs up. Just
I see. I love that
the kid's just
moment.
standing there so confused. He's just staring at him. I'm like, that's the perfect way to go out. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. I just feel like if that whole situation happened to me, I guess that would be an okay end result. Like you'd be
Mm.
like, am I supposed to be traumatized by this? Like, what just happened here? This whole thing. I don't know. It's a shock moment. But yeah, the endings are great. And of course, like I said, the main character, I think he's just all around, pretty good. It's just so it's great how he's like going around just like murdering everybody, but at the same time, he's always very polite, very nice.
It's a polite murderer. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you can't hate him. When in this movie do you even hate him? Even when he kills the mom and dad, do you hate him then? I don't know. I'm just like,
I'm more upset because I'm like, why'd you have to kill the parents? Dang it.
I get it, I'm like, yeah, it's a bummer. But the same time you get him, he's programmed. It's not his fault, he
Yeah,
doesn't
he's
know how to
basically
stop
like Jason
himself.
Bourne. Yeah.
Yeah, they just created this super soldier, doesn't care, protect the program, protect the experiment. He's just gonna murder everyone. I was probably more devastated that he murdered the guy from Dodgeball. That was the one I hate. I was when he was running away, I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
get away, man, get away. But you know what? He was being stupid. He must have been high. I would have been zigzagging, I'd have been like, running a straight line, look
Yeah.
back, And the
Yeah.
fact that it took him that long to reload the gun and the guy was only that far, I just feel like the situation could have gone differently for him, and I was cheering. I forgot that he did actually shoot him. I thought he got away, and I was very disappointed when that was not the case.
Yes, I do love him. I love when he's like, "We support you guys," and then they have that Goodfellas moment when he's like, "What do you mean you support us?" And then he's just like, uh,
Yeah.
kind of like, "What's so funny about me?" in Goodfellas, and he's like, "I'm just messing with you."
Mhm.
I know Nick and I probably similarly love the music, and I just want to dive into it a little bit more. I know you said it's great, but gosh dang, it just creates such an atmosphere, and it kind of brings me back to all the kind of slasher 80 flicks that I love so much, and that techno music. I love that he relies heavy on practical effects. We talked about the endings, scripts. Your brother knows computers. Like, I just lines like that just crack me up and
Right.
make me smile. And just they have that 80s moment, where this is quoting Galaxy Quest, but he's like, I see you managed to get your shirt off. Like, there's always some moment when the guys have to like be walking around without their shirt on. And I love he has this moment. His made more sense because he's getting out of a shower. back in the 80s, it was just like they'd just be ripping that off just so they could show all their bulging muscles.
I agree, man. There was definitely a lot of 80 vibes in the movie. For a second there, you can almost feel like it was from the 80s, in a period of the 80s, but everybody's got, modern cell phones. There are some modern cars, but you can definitely see there are a lot of like kind of references to it. Even like the main girl, she kind of dressed kind of 80s, like but
Yeah,
modern 80s. You know what I
her
mean?
diner outfit, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I like how the kids look like they're clearly not high schoolers. Like that's very 80s. A lot of those movies, like those kids are always way older than they should be, which I always find very funny. It felt like he was starting to create his own universe because there's like a moment when at the Halloween party, one of the people were wearing one of their lamb masks. It was the same mask that was from Your Next. So it kind of felt like he was creating his own world and he's making original movies. And so I was like so hoping that, and I hope he does return to kind of back to creating original stuff because now he's just is on the Hollywood train. I'm hoping he's getting enough money to kind of do his own side projects, but maybe this is what he wanted to do and what he intended to do, which is fine. But I like his original content way better than his big
Yeah.
monkey movies. I just really like the cast, the music. I think I mentioned the practical effects. Like I loved when they whip out those heavy guns and just start mowing down that house.
Mm.
And there are some really great moments in that. Really, there's a ton of scenes that I absolutely love when he shoots the guy in the foot and then he falls over. He's like, oh shoot! He gets shot in the head. That whole sequence that Nick says he was really bummed about the kid from Dodgeball dying. I do agree. Like I always get bummed, but I love that sequence. I love when he's like looking at all the guns. He's like, I'll take them all. And then he's just like, oh yeah, man, if you got the money, you could take them. And he's like, no, I'm gonna take them and then I'm gonna kill you. And he's like, what the
No, yeah,
fudge?
yeah.
Yeah, and then he like
That's
grabs the gun. Boom. Love that.
gotta protect the program, man.
Yeah. Yes, the program. Oh, and then I also, like I said, creating the universe, he also used, let's see, the actor from Your Next. He also played as the soldier guy that was talking to the tall black dude. And he's like, this guy has gone rogue. And he's like, don't tell anybody about this. We're going to keep this a secret. He was in Your Next.
Yeah, I think about it, the girl ruined the whole situation.
Which one? The main
The
girl?
main girl, she ruined it. If she's kind of the reason this all happened. If she hadn't been poking around and gotten the people on him, he said even he was just wanting to help as he was passing through. He was only staying for a couple days and he was improving their
He
lives.
was. He
He
was.
was. It was improving their lives, and then it all went downhill,
Not
and he had to clean the mess.
I'm
You
not sure
know,
though he was giving the best advice to the son. He's like,
he was
next
giving
time,
he was giving the best advice to the son, and he hit the kid in
no,
the face with
he's
a ruler.
I'd
And then
I'd
how smooth he was when he was in the principal's office. This is a hate crime.
this is a
Always spend it on him.
no. What he was telling him, he's giving him the worst advice. What did he tell him? He's like, next time the kid beats you up, he's like, bring a knife to school and then go to his house and burn his house down with his family inside.
No,
Psycho. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
that little kid also shouldn't have told him all the stuff that his sister was doing. That was bad.
Yeah,
They're
definitely
both
not.
for this situation.
I just like how innocent that kid is. He's just like, we're friends, right? Like, and he tells him everything. He probably would have killed him right there and then if he didn't say we're friends.
Right.
Oh, this also has one of the same endings as a Swiss Army Man because the part where she's like, "What the fudge?" I love that line because she does the same thing when he's farting into the distance, and the girl's like, "What the fudge?" Which actually, this girl from this movie kind of reminds me of her. Oh, Nick, this ending kind of reminds me. I don't know if you thought of this, but Phone Booth. Remember where he's like in the ambulance and then the guy walks up to him and Kiefer Sutherland like whispers like what I can't remember what he says but you're like oh shoot like he because remember they make you think the killer's dead or whatever. Yeah, do you recommend it, Nick?
Yes. So do
Eh,
most viewers.
we love this movie.
We
Nick,
do.
what have you
And
seen?
what you guys should also watch is possibly watch Alien Resident on Netflix. I've been watching that show. That's hilarious.
I
It's
don't know
kind
what
of
that is. A documentary? What is that?
no, it's not a documentary. Alien Resident. It's a TV show. It's 2 seasons on Netflix. It's hilarious.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was on Netflix. I'll have to check that out because I've
it's
actually
It's hilarious. Oh my gosh. I've been cracking up. The doctor, the alien doctor is hilarious, and so is the sheriff, Big Black. He's hilarious. And you tell me about Big Black. Oh, just that there. But he is so fun. Dude, it is great. It is really funny.
Okay. Have you seen anything else lately? Looking forward to anything?
No, Resident Alien.
I want to watch that tonight, actually, right after we're done. I just wanted to say I rewatched Girl with the Dragon Tattoo with my wife. And if you just skip over those really disturbing scenes, it's actually a really fun detective movie. And I'm like obsessed with it now. And then I'm looking forward to Furiosa. And then also Fede Alvarez. He is going to direct the new Alien movie coming out. I actually thought that's what you were talking about. I'm like, it's out already? I'm like, no, they just dropped a trailer for
Yeah.
that. This is like what, number 9 or something like that.
Is it gonna be good, Jordan?
I like this director. I don't know. We saw his movie. Remember the Evil Dead? Do you remember that one? We saw it in the theater with Justin, and you both were like, "Man, that's messed up." You gotta be messed up to like that.
That sounds maybe not familiar. No.
Anyways, I'm really excited because I like his film style. It feels a lot like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo because it's kind of darker and
If I told you it was disgusting, then it was disgusting.
not as disgusting as The Walrus, but
No, no, no. Why do you keep bringing that up? Everybody doesn't want. Nobody needs to watch. You just need to stop even putting that out there or nobody needs to watch that.
this is just to
If
make it
anybody does
disappear.
get curious, anybody that hears this, don't watch it. It's horrible. But like I said, what made it worse is that I didn't know what I was expecting. I usually know what I'm
Mm.
gonna watch before I watch it. I just didn't, and it just surprised me. I wasn't prepared mentally. And
I,
I'm still not. I've seen it. Sometimes I'm scrolling through different video channels and I see it. I see it pop up. I'm like, no, why is this still on TV? It seems to be
why,
taken off.
why does
I
this still
won't.
exist?
I think I can go in there and like hit the dislike, the down thumb. I
Yeah,
should.
you should. I was gonna
Justin
say
Long, you screwed yourself on that one. I couldn't believe you do something that. I mean, I love Justin Long, and
me
that's why I
too.
watched it because he was on it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like, I just can't look at him the same. Sometimes I see him and I see him in that stupid walrus. Just eat. Oh, look, Justin, you didn't need them. You didn't need the money. You didn't need the money, Justin. Man, you did some good movies. He was with Bruce Willis. You know, in Die Hard, you know what I mean? Live Free, Die Hard. You was doing fine. You need the money.
Just
You
wanted
could
to
have
mention.
made that much money on that movie. I swear you could not have made that much money on that movie. It was, you know, maybe you're trying to branch out and expand and play
Well,
different
but he's
roles.
made some classic horror ones. Like I love Barbarian and I love Jeepers Creepers so much.
Oh, he did He was in Oh, that was another Jeepers Creepers. That's different. None of those are even on the same.
Level.
You know, well, yeah, but like, dude, Jeepers Creepers. That's just good. Like, that's just good. That's good horror movie.
Yeah, that's a great one.
But Barbarian and Walrus are not in the same class as Jeepers Creepers. It's not this. Those are different types of movies. Those are disturbing. Jeepers Creepers wasn't disturbing. Those movies were like disturbing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't want to. You
See
telling me
what?
about it is enough.
What Walrus?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might like it. You'll find some way to love it. You'll be like, well, yeah, let me
No,
tell you
no,
actually.
no, that sounds disgusting. Last thing I want to mention though is Invincible. They just dropped a new episode. It's amazing. I want Nick to get into it, but I
What?
maybe it's too geeky for you.
I
But
watched it before. I stopped watching it.
oh, but that's
No,
what I'm
no,
saying.
no, no. I think you did try getting me to watch. No, 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 no. Thank you.
Anyways, the new episode is amazing. It's so freaking good. And I can't wait for next week's episode. Oh, that might be out actually next week because it should be out today. Yeah. So I'm gonna check. I'll watch that first and then I'll watch Alien Resident. Maybe I'll watch that with my wife because it's funny, right?
Yes, it is funny, but I think you did have me watch that Invincible. I think I did not like it. Didn't we talk about it before?
I
You
think
had me
so.
watch it, and what I just remind me, is it something that you probably think I would hate?
I don't know about hate. It just probably maybe you just get bored of it or something. I don't know. Because
I
it's
hated it.
I hated it. Maybe. I don't know, Nick. That's it. Any
I just
final
want to
thoughts?
predict that the I just want to predict that the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl. So I'm going to say it right here. Hold this.
Yeah.
This next year, this next season, they're going to win it.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see, Nick.
Bye.
Peace, everybody.